February is American Heart Month. The American Heart Association is encouraging everyone to become part of what it calls the Nation of Lifesavers by learning this, CPR. A local man knows the value of that life-saving skill. He wouldn't be here today without it.
That's right. He went into cardiac arrest. His co-workers were the ones that kept him alive until first responders arrived, and there was a gap for good reason. WHO 13's Janae Town takes us back to that day.
December 18th, 2023.
I had a lot of clothes on. It was super cold that day.
On a construction job site in rural Madison County.
Because we were in the middle of a field. I mean, we were out in the middle of nowhere.
We were just checking some measurements, and I was bent over, and I fell over.
I thought that he just got overheated because he was dressed for the Antarctic.
At that point, I was dead, and the guys were just like, oh, because I'm kind of a practical jokester.
When we got to him, that, we realized that, okay, this is serious. He, there was no pulse, there was no breath. He landed on his side, and he was just staring out into nothingness in the field.
They would later learn Nate Kessler suffered what's known as a widowmaker heart attack because the survival rates are so low. The 43-year-old beat the odds. And Nick Darland is one of the reasons he's alive today. Nick jumped in and started CPR.
And every time they were pumping my chest, they could hear ribs breaking and or cracking or whatever, and the breath coming in and out of my mouth.
The only thing I could remember was if you're breaking the ribs, then you're doing it right. Like, that's what our drill sergeants would say, is listen for the ribs.
The staff sergeant in the Iowa National Guard went back to his basic training days, fighting to keep Nate alive. Each compression more grueling than the last.
That's one of the main things that was keeping me going. Was I was like, I'm just going to listen for the sirens. I'm just going to listen for the sirens. And
they are giving him compressions, and in between that, every 30 seconds, there's gurgling.
It took 10 minutes of listening for first responders to show up and rush Nate to the hospital.
My brother has a little video that he took because I don't remember anything. They were a little concerned about brain damage because I hadn't had any oxygen to my brain. So they were preparing my family and friends for, Nate might not be the same Nate.
That next morning they took him off the medications and started to wake him up, and the first thing he did was started to write. And the doctors were like, do you know your name? And he said, yeah. He said, do you know where you're at? No.
Are you the same Nate?
No, I'm not. I look at life a little bit different now. I ask myself a lot, like, why me, or what do I get? Why did I live, or why did I get saved, and somebody was watching out for me, whether you believe or not believe it.
I built this for my daughter.
Nick is a believer. That day changed his life too.
I've always been the type of person of I'm going to do everything I can all at once because it just feels right to, after Nate dropping, taking a step back and realizing, like, I've got a wife, I've got a daughter. And so just being present with them, it's like that old saying goes, like, be where your feet are.
Focusing more on his family and his mental health, understanding the toll of a life or death trauma.
Everybody wants to be a hero, but there's a cost to being a hero.
Nick's heroic actions were recognized during the Condition of the Guard address at the start of the Iowa legislature.
In this moment of crisis, Darland immediately started life-saving actions and kept this man alive until first responders arrived. Ladies and gentlemen, Staff Sergeant Nick Darland and Mr. Nathan Kessler, the gentleman Nick helped save.
As his broken ribs heal from his brush with death, Nate is searching for the meaning of life.
I feel that I haven't done what I'm here to do yet, and so I'm still looking for what that is. I don't know what that is, but I'm here to do something great yet.
Sharing an unbreakable bond with the man who helped save his life.
He's a good person, has a good heart. He's my brother for life now, and I can't thank him enough.
So the biggest takeaway here is that anyone can learn the life-saving skill of CPR. If you see someone in cardiac arrest, first call 911 to get help on the way. Then you want to start hands-only CPR. You've probably heard the song Staying Alive by the Bee Gees. You can sing that or Baby Shark to get into the 100 to 120 beats a minute. As you heard, you really have to push hard. 2 inches down on the chest to be effective, and of course, adrenaline helps.
It's a very unnatural thing to do this to someone, and it takes a lot of force. It takes everything you got, especially if you're a little bit smaller. It takes a lot of force. That's why technique is important, and you just have to understand that their condition at this point can only improve. So you don't need to worry about hurting them because, like I said, they can only improve from this point.
And every year, the American Heart Association estimates that 350,000 people suffer cardiac arrest outside the hospital. And since 70% of those cases occur in the home, chances are good you'll be trying to save someone you love. You should know CPR improves survival rates by 2 to 3 times. As Nate and Nick will tell you, it's an important skill to know.
Oh, and thank you so much, Janae Town, for that story. Meanwhile, at Nick Darland's company, Home Revisions, all employees will soon be CPR trained, for good reason. To learn more about this or to find a CPR class, just go to heart.org/nation.